I believe it's live.
Yeah, it's live.
I'm gonna take the page right quick. Shalom, shalom, testing, testing, shalom, shalom, shalom. There we go.
You got it, brother.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Start this lesson first and foremost. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chakadash. Double honor to our elders, apostles, of great millstone, and well, and push out the 100% truth, in true sincerity, and shalom to the hopeful last aircraft for wins. But when this lesson be edifying. And the title of this lesson and what we're going to be going into in this live is Think Upon the Miracles in the Times to Come. Because we understand that the times that we're coming into a time like never before. A time that our parents haven't experienced, a time that we haven't experienced, our parents haven't experienced, a time like never before. And that time is Jacob's trouble. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. You are the true biblical Israelites. And there's a time of trouble that's coming upon the earth for everybody, including ourselves. And those who believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and those who trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, think upon the miracles in the times to come. Things are going to happen, things are going to arise, but think upon the miracles. Persecution is going to come. Persecution is going to have miracles. Esau is going to come in like a flood, but the Lord's going to lift up a standard. Think upon the miracles. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we have comfort. Romans 15:4. Whatsoever was written aforetime was written for our learning, for us to have comfort, for us to have hope. What does hope go into? Expectation. Our expectation in the times to come is that the Lord is going to keep us. Our expectations in the times to come is the Lord is going to be with us. Our expectation in the times to come that the Lord is going to watch over us. And that's what we believe in, man. Think upon the miracles. Think upon the miracles, Aki. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Got a quick pre. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 12. It says, "But before all these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake." These are the times that we're coming into, persecution. We've seen that video that Iran, quote unquote, released, saying that basically we're on the watch list, which we already knew we're on the watch list, but it's not far-fetched. That persecution is getting ready to happen, and we're not exempt. They persecute Yahweh Shai. They kept the sayings of Yahweh Shai. They're going to keep our sayings. They're going to persecute us. The scriptures say the servant is not greater than his master. We understand that persecution is coming. We understand that this devil is basically lining stuff up to come after us. We understand that. Verse 13, "And it shall turn to you for a testimony." So in the midst of that persecution, in the midst of these things happening, this is going to turn into your testimony. This brother went through this for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. This brother died in the faith for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. This brother endured tribulations for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. This is going to be your testimony. And can't nobody take your testimony from you. This is going to be part of your story. I don't want to write to tell you part of the elect. This is a story that you're going to be telling in the kingdom. I stood on 10 toes for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So when that persecution does come, when they do deliver you up, you don't have to think about what you're going to say. Look at Stephen. The Spirit-filled Stephen. And the times that we're coming into, hey, we're going to get brought before judgment, but we don't got to think about what we say. The Lord's going to put what we need to say in our mouth, man. The Spirit is going to speak. Verse 16, "And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. That's right. You know, we're gonna get betrayed by family members, betrayed by friends. Are gonna happen. These things can happen. Some of us may be put to death, but the beautiful part about getting put to death is your works do follow you. The beautiful thing about getting put to death for this truth is that you're gonna be the first ones risen. What Yahweh Shai? You're gonna be right with Yahweh Shai in chariots. On the ground, they're gonna get beamed up, and we're gonna meet y'all in the sky. I don't know to we part of the elect. That's how it's gonna go down.
That's right.
Verse 17, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's right. They gonna hate us. You already see how these people act when we on the streets. You see how these people act when we're teaching. Get out of here. Go get a job. You don't have nothing better to do with your life. We know these people don't like us. But that's because light came in the world and men prefer darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. Ultimately, these people hate the light, man. They hate the truth. They hate to feel condemned. That's why these people hate us. That's why these people don't like us, because we prophesying the truth. Like you were saying earlier, if you don't got no haters, you're not popular. Mm-hmm. They hate us because we prophesy the truth. Am I an enemy because I tell you the truth? Verse 19, in your patience possess ye your souls. Oh, Salakia, verse 18, but there shall not an hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls. That's right. In the times that we're coming to, hey, trust and believe that the Lord is with us. Trust and believe that the Lord is going to keep us. Trust and believe that the Lord is going to provide for us. Trust and believe that miracles are going to happen. Miracles were performed back then. Miracles are going to happen again. It's going to intensify. Like the brother Jeremiah in camp likes to say, this is Acts 2.0. We're living in the times of Acts 2.0. Get ready to see brothers get spiritual power. Get ready to see brothers heal. Get ready to see brothers multiply food. These are the times that we're coming into, man.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
The book of Philippians 4 and 8. Finally, brethren, Salakia. Philippians 4 and 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think upon these things. So in the times to come, like the title of the lesson is, think upon the miracles. Think upon the brother read about being cast into prison. All right, you don't need to know what you're gonna say. The scriptures tell you. All right, Peter and John was brought before. And when you read the book of Acts, the 4th chapter, it was brought before counselors and so on and so forth. Correct, and the scriptures say that the Spirit was on Peter, and he started prophesying and speaking. Okay, you start prophesying and speaking, and these things that are written in the scriptures boost our faith, man. Okay, we're supposed to think upon the things that are pure. It says, think upon the pure, lovely, all right, the good report. Also, the things that's honest, just, all right. You're supposed to think upon the good that's in the scriptures, man. All right, that's what you're supposed to be thinking about. Us performing miracles, us being delivered, Lord being with us. All that is promised in the scriptures. You're supposed to think upon those things in the time of trouble. Okay? We're supposed to be meditating upon those things actually now. All right? Because we're going through some troubling times now, granted. We're about to enter some times like never before. But we're going through times now where you're supposed to be meditating upon miracles. Okay? Really, we're in the times of meditating upon miracles now. All right, because all hell about to break loose, all right, very soon. So you got to be preparing your mind, reading the stories, knowing these men were able to do this and that in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They prayed and the Lord answered. It's to boost our faith.
That's right.
It's like we quoted, and I'm gonna say it again. What was written the 4th time was written for our learning. These things that we read about was written for the latter times. the latter part of the earth. Okay? Well, not the latter part of the earth, because Scripture said, earth shall abide forever. But the latter, these things were written for those that will live in the latter end. Okay? The prophets at the end. Those were for us. So we can have comfort. All right? Joy. Purity. Faith. Okay? That's why these different things were written, and it's important for us to go back and get into these stories, get into scriptures, read about different things that was being done. Like the brother mentioned, Acts 2.0. Read about different things that was being done. Peter, the prison shook. The angel shook the prison. The doors opened. Okay. Peter healing people just by his shadow. Miracles being done. And miracles going to be being done on a whole nother level in these times. We're going to be doing greater than Yahweh Shai. And we're going to be doing, like Scripture say, we're going to be doing greater than Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? We're going to be fulfilling things that was written in Acts. Raising people from the dead. Healing the sick. Okay? You got it, brother.
Con, since you quoted it, and I got a precept afterwards. This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 2. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also.
So your key word is he that believeth on me. So you're not going to be able to do miracles if you don't believe. All right? In Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to need to believe in the Lord.
That's right.
All right? And prior to us doing this lesson, I was talking to a brother. You know, right now the Lord is bringing us through situations where the Lord is trying our faith. See if we believe. See where we lack. So he can, you know, the Lord already know we lack, but the Lord's putting us through situations so we can see it for ourselves where we lack, and so we can improve through the Spirit.
That's right.
The Lord is bringing us through things so our faith can be boosted. So in the times to come, when we do have to perform miracles, our faith is on a certain level. That's why when Yahweh was on the scene, he constantly got on his disciples. What did he constantly say? Oh, you little faith. I'm with you right here, and you don't believe. What the fuck wrong with you? But they had to go through that trial and error. And that's what this shoot was about. Trial and error. Adjustment and falling. Sometimes you get back up again. You falling, you get back up again. You see your weak points, you increasing. And so on and so forth. And so a point, the disciples that turned apostles, they had to go through what they had to go through, because once Yahweh left went to the Father and the disciples was on the scene, it was a whole nother vibration. They were on a whole nother level. Okay? And that's how it is with us too, man. Lord is preparing us for the times to come.
That's right.
Where we're going to need to have faith. We have faith now, but we don't have enough faith to get us through Jacob's trouble. Our faith will be increased.
That's right.
The Lord will continue to bring us through trials and tribulations to increase our faith. Because, hey, if we be a part of elect, we're going to need to prepare what's the word? Slakia. We're going to need to perform those miracles. Like the brothers read, he that believeth in me, the works I do, you shall do greater. So you have to believe. So Lord, bring us to trials and bring us to these fiery trials to try our faith. Like the scripture say, the fiery trials was just to try your faith. See what you're made of. Okay? You know, like a coach with sports, the whole season or the whole summer before the season starts, he's coaching. He's rough on you. He's seeing what attributes you got, where's your weak points, where you're good at. Okay? Bringing you through it. You telling coach, I can't do it. He said, nigga, run, man. All right? I see the potential in you. Keep doing what you got to do. That's how the Lord is with us, man. That's how he is with us. We're going through these different trials. Coach, our coach. Coach know what your weakness is, man. Coach know where you got to be strong at. All right? And that's what he bringing you through.
Yep.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai bringing us to different things to boost our faith and ultimately for the times to come. You got it up.
You know, that was a beautiful reference that you made. You know, especially, you know, with sports, In order for you to get better at a sport, you got to go through training. Sometimes the training can get intense. Just like in this truth, for our faith to get built, the Lord gonna pull you into them waters, man. He gonna put you in them waters. And hey, James 1:3, real quick, it says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. This is ultimately to build your faith, man, to build your trust in Yahweh Shem El Shai. The things that we go through, the trials and tribulations that we go through, the Lord handpicked and selected them for each and every individual, different ones, to build their faith up, to build them in areas that the Lord see that they was weak, that needed strength. Just to back the brother up on that. But real quick, you were speaking on how Peter was thrown in jail. We understand that persecution's coming. We understand that some of us is going to get thrown in jail. Some of us going to get locked up. But there's comfort in that. The scriptures give you comfort in that. This is the book of Acts chapter 12, verse 5. But Peter therefore was kept in prison, for prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto the Most High for him. So, hey, it's not far-fetched that a brother might get thrown into jail. Or a brother might get thrown into jail. It's not far-fetched, man.
It's actually prophesied. Some of you shall be cast into prison 10 days.
That's right.
So that's just what it is.
Yep. But there's gonna be prayers going up. Brothers is gonna be praying, fasting, praying to the Lord, pleading for you to be released.
But not only that though. God's gonna be with you, but like the point of the lesson is think upon the miracles in the time to come.
Yep.
It's really about you. Yeah, brother's gonna pray for you. All right. The prayers of a righteous man availeth much time. But really for yourself. Okay. You gotta think upon for a brother that may be put in this situation, you gotta think upon the scriptures.
Yep.
You gotta think about Peter being released from prison. You gotta think about Paul and Silas, man. The gates open, man. You gotta think upon these things. All right? You got to. Because brothers can be praying for you, but if you're in the spirit of just you scared and you're not confident, you're not thinking upon the scriptures, the Lord may not deliver you from that situation.
Yeah.
He may not. So it's really about you.
That's right.
Okay? You got it, brother.
Acts 12:6. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers. Now, I'm going to continue reading before I say anything. Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. So he was asleep between two soldiers, bound with two chains. And, the scriptures are saying this for a reason because, he's sleeping in between two soldiers. He's bound by two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. So it was people watching the door. It was people right by him, and he was bound up. It says, and behold, the angel of Yahweh came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly, and his chains fell off from his hands. Now, something that our cap tells us, when you read the scriptures, it's poetry, it's literature. You got to get into it, Now, Peter was asleep in between two soldiers. So in between two soldiers, you got soldiers outside watching the door, and he's bound up by two chains. And the shackles just fell off like that. Wow.
The angel struck him up. Probably slapped him or punched him, man. Get up, bro. Get up. Time to go.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's going to happen.
That's right.
Stuff like that's going to happen in times to come. Something that we like to say, man. Shout out to the brother Gabar. Bro, these ain't fucking bedtime stories. These are stuff that really happened, bro.
That's right.
People read the scriptures like, oh wow, but they really don't believe. They don't really think that they don't really believe that these things actually happen. They came to pass. No, these things actually happen. If it happened back then, how much more these times? Okay.
Especially being at the end.
And we at the end. We in the times of miracles, bro.
That's right.
We in the times, bro, of miracles. Keep going, brother.
Verse 8, and it says, and the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he saith unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision.
Right? He's like, I think I saw a vision. Like, what happened? Who touched me? Who hit me on my slide? Am I tripping?
Am I dreaming? He'll probably pinched
Right.
himself, scrubbed his eyes.
You ain't tripping, bro.
Verse 10, when they were past the first and the second ward, because he's in prison. He's in prison. Remember this. He's in prison. There's guards, there's other prisoners. It says, when they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, right? Which opened to them of his own accord. Wow. So the gate opened to them. And the times to come, that can happen. Not far-fetched. Brother in jail, angel wake him up, loose the chains. Now you're running through the prison. You know, you get to the door open for you, you out of there. That could very well happen. And it's going to happen. I believe it.
If you're put in that situation where you're in a prison, think upon this story.
Exactly.
Think upon this story. Think about these other stories, man.
That's right.
Like me and the brother did that lesson in Mexico for his young brothers a couple months ago. All right, read the stories. Do not neglect the stories, bro. Don't. Yeah, we get into the prophecy. Yeah, we get into the history. Okay? We get into these different things. We get into the Hebrew. But you have to read the stories.
That's right.
Got to. Because here in Great Millstone, what is the one first thing we're gonna do? Bring out prophecies, because we're the prophets. We're gonna prophesy. Okay? We're gonna tell you about the doom and gloom that's to come. But hey, for you to be able to be comforted in the doom and gloom, you gotta read the scriptures of men being in times of not so good times, and times of doom and gloom, and the Lord shining a light and delivering them.
That's right.
Gotta read them so it can boost your faith, so you can be kept, so you can be confident in having faith. Like the Lord was with this man because he followed and trusted in him, and he was doing the will of the Lord. I'm doing the will of the Lord. I'm trusting the Lord. The Lord gonna be with me.
That's right.
The Lord will deliver me the same way the Lord delivered this man, or greater. Okay? That got to be our mindsets in the times to come. That got to be our mindset starting now. All right?
Continuing on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just two more. Acts 12 and 10, it says, and when they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord, and they went out and passed on through the street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, now I know of a surety that Yahweh have sent his angel and have delivered me out of the hand of Herod and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews.
So he knew.
Yep.
So later on, you know that Peter's faith was on a whole nother level after that.
Yeah.
So brothers that's going through hell now and the Lord delivering you out of situations, you have to know that, okay, the Lord's dealing with me.
That's right.
And it's to what? Boost your faith for ultimately what? The times to come. So when it's time to perform miracles, your faith's on a whole nother level. All right? When you're in a rocky situation, you're not scared because you know, okay, now the Lord has showed me multiple times He with me. Before all hell breaks loose, the Lord was showing me that He was with me, He was delivering me. So in this situation, I know I'm good. Whether the Lord give me spiritual power or the Lord just make something happen, some miracle, something's gonna happen, the Lord gonna deliver me.
That's right.
The Lord ain't gonna leave me here to die. And if I do gotta die, that's a part of my testimony. I died doing the work, I'm gonna be the first ones in the chariots.
That's right.
Okay? Even that's a miracle. All right.
Can I read this in the NLT? Just
Go ahead, brother.
11 verse. Acts 12 and 11, it says, Peter finally came to his senses. It's really true. He said, the Lord has sent his angel and saved me from Herod and from what the Jewish leaders have planned to do to me. It says, verse 12, when he realized this, he went to the home of Mary, the mother of John, Mark, where many were gathered for prayer. He knocked at the door and the gate. Well, that's pretty much the point. I could really, I'll read down just for edification's sake.
Come.
I'm just going to continue the NLT too. He knocked at the door and the gate, and a servant girl named Rhoda came to open it. When she recognized Peter's voice, she was overjoyed that instead of opening the door, she ran back inside and told everyone Peter is standing at the door. And they said, "You're out of your mind." they said when she insisted, they decided it must be his angel. Meanwhile, Peter continued knocking. When they finally opened the door and saw him, they were amazed. Hey, that was a miracle right there. That not only did that boost Peter's faith, but I also boost the others too. That boosts their faith as well. That put their faith on a level.
Mhm.
And we just seen Peter get took to jail. They threw him in jail. We praying for him, constantly making constant prayer. And now Peter's back. Hey, that put their faith on a level, man. The times that we're coming into the Lord, our faith is going to be on a level. It has to be on a level, man. It has to. And the Lord is doing that right now, which each and every handpicked trial and tribulation that he puts us through is to put our faith on a level. So when things like this happen, our first thought is to think upon the miracles. Yeah, I'm thrown in jail. But the Lord can have an angel come shake the jail right now. Yeah, I'm thrown in jail. The Lord can have an angel smoke me by my side and my shackles get loose. Yeah, I'm in jail. The Lord could teleport me somewhere. It's not far-fetched, man. They happen, and it's going to happen. Scriptures say what? There's no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
History likes to repeat itself.
That's right.
You got it, buddy.
Here's the book of Acts chapter 16, verse 16. And it came to pass as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a devil, a spirit of possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. Then the same followed Paul and us and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High God, who show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days, but Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Yahushua Mashiach to come out of her, and he came out the same hour. So that's a miracle right there, casting spirits off of people.
Yep.
Paul did that. And he said he was grieved. In the name of Yahushua, get out of this woman. Instantly came out. That's a miracle.
That's right.
The reason why he was able to say it with boldness, because the Lord brought him through something to boost his faith so he could be able to say it with boldness at that moment. So the Lord bringing us through things, all right? Like I keep saying it, I'm going to say it again. The Lord bringing us through things so our faith can be boosted and on a whole nother level for the times to come, man.
That's right.
Lord bringing us through different shit, man. Brothers dealing with demons, brothers dealing with different troubles, all right? Sleep paralysis and all type of different things, spirits. Whatever you're going through, brother, keep fighting. The Lord is bringing you through it to boost your faith, man.
That's right.
Everything you're going through is for your betterment, all right? And it's to help you for the times to come.
That's right.
And the times like never before. It says in verse 19, and when her masters saw that the hope of their gains were gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers and brought them to the magistrates, saying, These men being Jews do exceedingly trouble our city. So you're gonna have people saying we trouble in the city. These are prophets of doom. Okay? They're hurting America. They're saying America's about to be destroyed. Great old America.
Oh my God.
They saying America's gonna get hit with 200 million warheads. What are these guys talking about?
Why would you say something like that?
They're saying the white people going into slavery.
You need to leave.
Oh my God. Verse 21. And teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. Like, this guy talking about a Hebrew Israelite, man. We're in America. We're Americans, man. Pride, blood, shedding Americans, man.
Why are you so bad, boy?
That's right.
Oh, man.
22. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them. So you got people that's vexed. Okay? Which you had them in Tommy Yahushua, men renting their clothes and fighting, smiting the Yahushua.
Goodness.
There's gonna be brothers that's gonna get beat.
Yeah. Yep.
But hey, you might get beat.
He not feel
You
nothing.
might not feel nothing. Miracle.
Yep.
Come on, man. Bro, the scriptures say in the book of Acts, the 5th chapter, Paul and John got beaten and they left rejoicing.
Yeah.
If you can find that, Bubba shot, they left rejoicing. So everybody didn't even feel it. Or the beating probably turned them up like, let's go crushing mode, bro. Hey, this is some real stuff. Verse 23, you can just hold it. Verse 23, and when they had laid many stripes upon them, so these men were beat. You're gonna have men being beaten for the name of Yahweh Shema shot, man. Scriptures talk about blessed are those that's persecuted and so on and so forth for my name's sake. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely. Who, having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sing praises unto the Most High, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened, and every man's bands were loosed. And the keeper of the jail, awaking out of his sleep and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners had been fled. But Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, "Do thyself no harm, for we are all here." Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas and brought them out and said, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" All right. And they said, "Believe on the Lord Yahweh Shai, and thou shalt be saved in thy house." Going back to that John 14 and 12. All right. Those that believe in me shall do greater than me. So it goes back to faith. We got to believe in Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
And if I got on too, hey, yeah, we're going to be thrown in prison, but hey, you might be in that prison, hey, making people repent. Turn back to the Heavenly Father.
Brother, you didn't let me finish. That's a spirit.
It's like
that's a spirit. You good, brother? That's a spirit, though. Hey,
the Lord might put you in prison just so you could get some elect members out of the prison.
Yeah.
He might want you to go to jail so you could preach the word and save those people.
Yeah. Or it might be some elect members that are stuck in the prison, but the Lord want to use you to get them out.
Yep.
All right. It might be some elect members in the prison. You on the other side of the world, and he's in the prison on another side of the world, and the Lord make you go get them food. Habakkuk and Daniel.
Yep.
Like, bro, the scriptures is a book full of fucking miracles, bro.
That's right.
From the book of Genesis all the way to Revelation, it's a book full of fucking miracles.
Woo!
All right? But you got niggas that said, "Oh, don't believe in the words that Yahweh Shai did. The Lord gonna fucking destroy you. And you're not gonna be able to be, no miracles gonna be done to you and your household." All right? For niggas saying, "Oh, the Yahweh Shai ain't really do miracles." All right? Oh, you're gonna get your judgment, man. Got the Lord fucked up, man. Verse, where is it? Verse 32. And they spake unto him the word of the Lord, and to all that were in his house. And he took them the same hour of the night and washed their stripes and was baptized, he and his straightway. And when he had brought them into his house, he sat down before them and rejoiced, believing in the Most High with all his house. All right. Hey, it's your Paul. Like the brother mentioned, Lord may put you in prison to get some elect members. It's somebody that gotta be awoken, somebody that gotta hear about the word.
Yep.
Okay? The Lord may put you in prison and the Lord deliver you. And there's been multiple, we done read 2 accounts of men being put in prison and being delivered. Paul could have left, huh? Paul and Silas could have banned it.
Yeah.
They could have ran.
But the Lord made them not leave for that specific individual.
The Spirit was speaking. Stay here. Stay here. Wait. And guess what? They were released.
Yep.
They were released, and there was one added to the church. One believer added to the church, Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's a miracle.
Yeah.
That's a big miracle, bro.
That's a big miracle.
Big miracle, man. My God. You got it out. Read that Acts 5.
This is the book of Acts chapter 5, verse 40.
And I believe, if I'm correct, they had got released in Acts 4. I forget. I haven't read this in a couple months. I believe in Acts 3, that's when they held the amen. Acts 4, they went to the elders and stuff like that. I believe they was released and they went back to prison. And I believe, I think it's in Acts 5 where it says how they was like, damn, they don't want to just come grab them publicly because then there might be an uproar of the people, you know? So they tried to devise a way and then eventually they grabbed them. You know, you don't need to read it. You get right to the point. But, you know, this is a little backstory.
This is the book of Acts chapter 5. I'm going to get straight to the point, verse 40. It says, and to him they agreed. And when they called the apostles and being them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Right.
That rhymes.
Right.
And daily in the temple and in every house, they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua Mashiach.
So he continues. After they got beat. That's a miracle, bro. For you to get beat and you still like.
That's a different type of like.
That's a different vibration. That's a different vibration.
Different spirit, bro. Like that's different. Usually you gotta ask what you want to do. You want to cry.
Right.
Like, oh my God. It's like,
God, why you did this?
Yep.
It could have been one of those, God, why you did this? I was watching outside, why you did this? Nah, I don't want to do this no more. I'm getting beat. Boy said, nah, man. It was like, let's go. I'm kind of worthy. School. And then when to go prophesy more. Hey, call on him like these stories supposed to boost your faith, man.
That's right, man.
It's supposed to boost your faith. It's supposed to energize you, man. You know? Come on, bro.
I got some.
What you got?
And this is I got Daniel. We gotta come with this confidence, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. This is Daniel 3:16. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we're not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fire furnace. He will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto the king that we will not serve thy gods nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. That's the type of timing that the Lord wants us to come in, man. You know, stand up for the truth, man. Stand up for Yahweh Shai. You know, fuck what these Edomites try to offer you. Fuck what these Edomites come up with. Fuck Esau in general, man. Trust in the Lord. Verse 19, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was Salakia, and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated, Salakia.
Is he?
7 times more than it was wont to be heated.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Salakia, wont to be heated. And he commanded that the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into a fiery furnace. I want to search something up real quick. I want to see that word. 3:17. See that word, Salakia. To bind. I want to see what that word bind is. To tie, to bind. So they were tied up. Yeah, they were tied up. Daniel 3:20, and he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. They were tied up.
Yeah.
They were tied up, thrown into the furnace. You tied up. You can't really do nothing at that point. You tied up. But hey, they had so much confidence in the Lord. And throw me in there.
You know what they was doing in the fire? A good book to read is a prayer of Azariah or Azariah. They were singing and praising in the fire. That's a different vibration.
Yeah.
Singing and praising in the fire, bro. These things actually happened. Once again, these things that we read about, they actually really happened. Somebody didn't just sit down and just think that this would be a good story plot. These things actually happened, and they're reported. All right, they were recorded for us today,
That's right.
for our faith.
That's right. Verse 21, these men were bound up in their coats, their hosen, their hats, and their other garments were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took them Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So the fire was so hot it burnt the individuals that threw them into the furnace. That's how hot the furnace was. And hey, put yourself in that story. Imagine seeing it was a fire so hot, or imagine a flame hotter than when you touch the stove, a flame so hot that people died just by standing in front of it. That's how hot the flame was, man. And the three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And the NLT says, so Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, securely tied, fell into the roaring flames. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did we not cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see four men loose. So mind you, they was tied. I see four men loose. Loose.
Right.
Walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Wow. Thrown into a fiery furnace. Three or more gathered, Yahushua is in the midst. Yahushua was in the midst with them. Chilling. And the brother said, read that prayer. They were singing, praying, rejoicing to the Heavenly Father, man. Hey, there's no new thing under the sun. One of us might get thrown into a furnace. Or one of us might get put in a similar like situation. It may not be a furnace. It may be something else. But trust in the Lord. Keep the faith. Stand 10 toes for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Scriptures say those who stood stiffly for his name. And the times that we're coming into, our faith is going to be on a level so that we are able to stand stiffly. I ain't going for nothing, man. We ain't going for nothing. That's the type of spirit that the Lord's going to put us on. I don't reconcile you part of the elect, man. But that's a miracle itself. Tied up, thrown into a fiery furnace. And you, mind you being thrown, in the midst of you being thrown into that furnace, you seen the people that threw you in there die. That could have made you like, oh shit. That could have put some fear in you. But what? You kept the faith. You trusted in the Lord. Now you got a cool breeze around you and your house side chilling with you.
Hey,
wow.
And this is the prayer of Azariah 1. It says, and they walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. So you had those men were walking in the midst of the fire. All right, walking. And Azariah, so let me slow down. Then Azariah stood up and prayed on this matter and opened his mouth in the midst of the fire and said, Blessed art thou, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, God of our fathers. Thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore. But thou art righteous in all the things that thou hast done to us. Yeah, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and all thy judgments true. Okay? But the point is, they were walking in the fire, praising and blessing the Lord. They were not in the fire scared. They were not in the fire crying. They were not in the fire screaming, all right, for anguish. screaming because of fire that was burning. I should say they weren't. They were good.
And just how we were speaking earlier, the apostles got beat. They probably didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
Look right here. They was thrown into the flames. They ain't feel it.
They walking around in the fire, bro. They're walking around the fire. That's what the scripture says. It literally said in the first verse, and they walked in the midst of fire. They're walking, probably moonwalking,
Dancing,
rejoicing, praising the Lord. You gotta really have faith to believe in what is being said in these stories, man.
That's right.
Shit. I'm gonna grab this. Where is it? It's another one. This is in the book of the Bell and the Dragon, chapter 1. And I'll start verse 33. Now there was in Jeri a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. And the angel of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said unto Habakkuk, Go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. And the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit, set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High has sent thee. 38. The whole thing was the point, but I really want to get this. 38. And Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O God. Neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee.
Sirach 2 and 7.
Thou hast remembered me. You didn't leave me out here. The scriptures say, I have been young and now I'm old. I have not seen the righteous forsaking or begging bread.
That's right.
Thou hast remembered me, man. Get compassionate with these scriptures, man. Thou hast remembered me. God damn. Satan probably trying to get in his mind. While he in the lion's den, he probably hungry. Satan trying to get in his mind. I'm going to trust the Lord.
Are we praying constantly to the Lord?
Lord finally come through. Damn, Lord. You really dealing with me. Water. Come on, bro. Stuff like that. Stuff like that, man. Verse 39, so Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately. Snapping a finger immediately, y'all.
Okay, Habakkuk, thank you. You can go back home.
Right.
Enjoy
Habakkuk probably, what the fuck just happened?
He probably pissed himself. Did this just happen? Is this real?
What's going on? Was I dreaming?
Lord, to Habakkuk, have a good day.
Have a good day. Your service is done. Really? What else? If you got something, you got it. I was looking for something else.
1 Kings 17:1. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As Yahweh, that power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith that is set before Jordan. And that's very possible. I'm not even gonna say very possible. That's gonna happen. There's no new thing under the sun. Brother might be hungry. You know what I'm saying? The Lord put coordinates, or an angel guide you somewhere and tell you, go right here. Wait right here.
Okay.
Verse 4, and it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to the word of Yahweh, for he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drunk of the brook. And when it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. And the times to come, bro, no new thing understand. Brother might be hungry. Brother might be thirsty. Lord put it in his head. Hey, go down the street until I say stop. Once I tell you stop, make a right, make a left, and you're going to see water. Everybody that's with you, have them drink.
Yeah.
Hey, keep going down the street. Just keep going straight. When I tell you to stop, you stop.
Hey,
You might be going straight for a long time.
you might hear a voice, or a spirit might just is a voice, or a spirit just. It happens to us now. That's why, as of recently, another thing Bell's been saying, hey, take heed to the spirit. When the spirit's speaking, take heed. And we know when the spirit's speaking. We know when the spirit's speaking. Because when it speaks expressly.
Yeah.
You know when the spirit tells you to do some shit. You know when the spirit tells you not to do some shit. We know. It's going to intensify.
Yeah. Fed by ravens. You might be sitting down just chilling, Lord, I'm hungry. Lord, have food just appear in front of you.
Well, the Lord gave Jake in the wilderness manna.
That's the spirit. I was thinking that.
Just made food appear.
That's the spirit.
Yahweh Shai, when he rose back from the dead, and it's like we could bring out more precepts, but it's like this lesson will take a week to be done.
Oh yeah, it'll take forever.
It'll take forever because there's so much precepts.
This lesson will never end.
It'll never end.
It would never end.
Marathon. It just never end. Okay? Even Yahweh Shai, when he rose from the dead and they cast a net and it was no fish, and he said cast a net again, and they couldn't even pull the net up. It was so much
heavy
fish. Miracles, bro.
Bro. And something that I want to point out too. He didn't just eat. He ate. He ate. And 1 Kings 17:6, it says, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning. So he ate in the morning and bread and flesh in the evening. He ate. He ate. And he drunk. The brook till the brook was dry. I don't know how big the brook was.
Right.
I could have been a lot of water.
Yeah.
And we don't know the time period, how long he was eating food, how long they was bringing him food. It says he ate in the, once again, he ate in the morning and the evening. The Lord fed him twice and gave him water to drink. That's our power.
Yep.
That's our Father.
Yep. And then
this is who we call upon.
That's right. And when you read down, a miracle was done. He told him to go to a woman. She had faith. So the Lord will put you in a situation where, like we mentioned, to wake up an elect member.
Yep.
That woman had faith. She said that, hey man, you brothers can read the rest of the story on your own time for the sake of time. It's about to be an hour, about to close out soon. But hey, you read the story, the rest of the story, the woman, she was a widow, said, man, this is a little bit of food we got left. Me and my son gonna eat and then die. Elijah's like, man, make me the food, you're gonna be good. And then when you read it, scriptures say that it didn't lose. So a little bit of oil and bread didn't decrease. It stayed that same amount. It stayed that same amount.
Yeah, I was trying multiplying the bread.
Come on, man.
Oh,
And then it's like I was just gonna say, then one day the son just died. Elijah brought him back to life through the spirit by Yahweh Shai. And the woman said, I know that you are a man of God. Her faith was boosted. Her faith was boosted. Come on, man. You're pub, bro. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just, thinking about Brother Slide, Jeremiah from our camp, Miami camp. A long time ago, we used to be on the phone and we'll go through the acts of Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh Shai says greater works. There was a specific individual, that waited at the same spot, trying to get into the pond. The Lord had him stay there just for Yahweh Shai to come and heal him. There's certain people in the world right now that the Lord has in certain places that's waiting for us to come heal them. There's certain people that the Lord has in the world right now, elect members that need healing, that need help. The scriptures talk about many saviors.
Hey, God.
Many saviors.
He's elect members that need healing physically. He's elect members that need healing and healing daily. It's important to put on these lessons.
That's right.
These epistles. Brothers need healing through the Spirit. We have healed. We should say heal the sick, heal them with the word, and heal them physically too. Before something becomes physical, it has to be spiritual. It's spiritual first, then it gets physical. Okay? We healing now through the Spirit, spiritually, but eventually we're gonna be healing physically. Okay? We have healed physically. Our camp leader, Bishop Lawyer, he had sickle cell. He's healed. Completely healed. Now he's swole as fuck. He's swole as hell. Look like Superman. All right. Okay, quick precept. Revelation 11:3. And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,263 days in sackcloth, clothed in sackcloth. All right. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. Is the point, verse 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeds out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. All right. This is verse 6. And these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, Elijah, and have power over waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Moses. So you have men in the scriptures, men that were performing miracles.
That's right.
Things not seen before. All right? Come on. It's not far-fetched. If they were doing it back then, how much more now at the end of the world? We're going to be doing all type of things in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. But you have to believe it. You have to be reading the stories. Brothers, tap into these stories. Because there's so much more precepts we can bring out. This lesson will be forever. It's certain precepts, we have to read the whole chapter so you can get the whole understanding. We could have read that whole 1 Kings 17 so we get both of the parts. But for the sake of time, we cut it short. But the point is, man, power is coming. We're going to be put in certain situations. We're going to be put in certain situations that's not comfortable. But we are going to be able to get through it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Through the names, believing in the names.
That's right.
You got to believe in the name. People that don't believe in the names and still not believing in the names, when all hell breaks loose, they are completely fucked. Fucked. Cooked. All right? Burnt bacon. Okay? Got to believe in those names. Those names is going to bring us and save us. Elijah said, if I be a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, bring fire down. Let fire come down. And it came down. Peter said, I'm going to do this in the name. I do this in the name of the Son of Nazareth, Yahweh Shai. Rise up and walk. It's gonna be people we gotta heal. Hey, in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, get up and walk. In the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you are healed. Okay? It's not gonna be no church shit, nigga just trembling, running into walls and shit. Nah, man. You're gonna have people, Yahweh Shai Shai Barakatah, Yahweh Shai Gaha. Send a prayer up upon this individual. Hey, get up and walk. Man in a wheelchair, get up and walk. He walking again. I probably never walked, now he can walk. Man that was blind, now he can see.
Individual that was dead.
Bring him back to life. These things are not far-fetched. These things will happen, but our faith got to be on another level. Our faith got to be boosted and grown to another level so we can be able to do these different things. The Lord going to bring us through different things in our walk, in our daily walks, ultimately to boost our faith for the times to come. So when it's time to perform these things, your faith is on a whole nother level.
That's right.
Brothers, get ready for the increase through the Spirit. And the increase, before the increase comes, you got to go through the hell. You gotta go through the storm. You gotta go through the storm and drive through the storm before you can get to the sunshine and the rainbow. But guess what? That storm gonna be worth it though. You're gonna appreciate the storm. You know. So that's all I had.
So,
Man.
you close it out.
With that, we're gonna end up by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Achadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Salutation to sincere brothers pushing truth and all truth sincerity throughout the four corners of earth, touch and lead. To you, we say shalom.
Shalom.